first ever. Welcome to the first ever pub chat. What's up, everyone? Raise the glasses, boys. Look at that.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
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 The classic.
We are live. I see my thing live. So welcome, everyone. Sorry about that. Of course, we practice and get ready for, 30 minutes. I've been on it for like 2 hours, actually. And right before I went live, it crashed. So great start to pub chat. So welcome, everyone. What's up, everyone? Ladies and gentlemen, let's go over everyone in the house here. Adam Southwick, what's up, brother? What's going on, the man? Cheers. What are you drinking today, buddy?
I'm on double drink duty. I've got John Smith's extra smooth bitter, and I've got myself a bit of a whiskey as well. So
nice.
Welcome to the pub.
Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Ben Lawrence. What's up, brother? What are you drinking here in Pub Talk?
I don't have a drink tonight, but I got my trusty old water right here.
Nice. Brandon, I guess, is here, but he's on mute. Let's go to Mike. What's up, Mike? Welcome, buddy.
What's up, Rob?
I'm glad you're joining us. I know you were a little bit sick, so
I'm good, man.
Welcome.
Glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
All right, good to see you. Good. What are you drinking there, buddy?
I'm drinking good old-fashioned Coors Light tonight.
That's what I'm drinking too.
There you
Coors
go.
Light, very nice. And Brandon, what's up, brother? Sorry about that. Sorry to interrupt the laundry there. What are we drinking there, buddy?
Fine. My brother came in. He's like, "Oh man, what are you doing?" Nah, but
it's all right. Very good.
I'm drinking my water because I'm not of age yet.
Nice. Okay. Well, that's cool. It's cool.
Ready to talk about some great movie, right?
Just because there's an age doesn't mean you have to obey the rules.
Yeah. On live YouTube, you do. So, welcome everyone. I just got a little excited there. See the guys. Welcome to the first ever Pub Talk. We've been doing a couple Google Hangouts. We did one on Jaws. We did one for my 900 subscribers. I did a couple on Drop That Rope. It was going really good. So I think Adam or Mike or both of you came up at the same time. I think came up with the phrase Pub Talk, and let's just we're at the pub, man. Why not?
I've got to give credit to the Englishman for coming up with that one.
Yeah, I believe
that was all Adam there.
Has Adam written all over him? So.
Yeah,
that's what we do in England, man. It's whatever night of the week you've had a long day at work, it's been rubbish. You get home, you just want a beer. You go to the pub with your mates. You talk about football. You talk about other sports. You talk about whatever you want to talk about and have a good time. So that's what this is all about.
Absolutely. Cheers. Welcome to the first ever Pub Talk. Again, I need another cheers. Come on, guys.
And there's
cheesy pub stuff.
there's a few people joining us in the chat with a drink as well. So
cool. Very
Super
good.
Enthused has a glass of wine.
Nice,
if anyone else has a drink on the go, let us know what you're drinking. Cheers.
Yeah, guys, people in the chat, I apologize now already. So I know I'm a little bit, when I get into the zone, I miss the chat a lot. If you guys want to ask any questions or make any cool comments, Adam's kind of the moderator for the chat, so just put Adamsland, @Adamsland, and just ask your question right there, and you guys can you could talk in there. So if you want to get his attention, and he'll bring up some stuff too.
I can keep an eye on it as well. I got the phone going. So.
Cool, thank you, Mr. Ben Lawrence. Very nice. So, hey, we're gonna do some plugs too. What you guys want to do? You want to go over your channels real quick, or you want to get right into it? What do you guys want to do?
I mean. Channel plug. Everyone plug the channel. Drop the link real fast.
All right. Yeah. All the links are in the description here. Adam is Adamsland, and his movie's coming out on DVD this week. Some you could promote that too, Adam, and your daughter's channel.
Well, we can do Cane Hill towards the end if you want. I need to find out because obviously, we were discussing that earlier, weren't we? So I need to find out what's going on with that. The scheduled release was this week, so but we just need to. So discuss one or two things with our distributor, but I'll get the links and we'll post that up shortly.
Very cool. All right, and then your daughter has her page too. It's all in the links there. Adamsland and Ebony's little channel. She's in there too.
Ebony's little channel. Yeah, we went to Alton Towers in the UK at the weekend, which is arguably the probably the most popular theme park in the UK. And we did a live stream from there, which is on Adamsland. But we just finished editing Ebony's vlog because I bought her. It's her birthday, like in 2 weeks' time.
Oh, nice!
And we're going to Disneyland Paris for that. But I bought her own little camera so she can practice vlogging more. It's not perfect, but it's her first attempt, and it's all right, for an 8-year-old's first attempt. So that's going to go up on Ebony's little channel. So stay tuned for that as well.
That's awesome.
Nice,
very nice. And Got Ben Lawrence in the house. He's got a little channel over there. Ben Lawrence. He just hit 100 subscribers, everyone. Let's hear it for Ben Lawrence over here. You guys don't know.
That's a big deal, man.
No, Ben, if you guys don't.
I do some Disney videos every now and then.
He does.
They're a little bit different than typical Disney videos. I think they're more entertaining, but that's just me.
Yeah, if you guys don't know Ben went viral. He did a Toys R Us video just recently, a couple weeks ago. I've been following Ben. We just talked about it before. I've been following it for like close to 2 years now, I think.
We were talking about how I was the OG to do all the Disney secrets. And then
I definitely agree with you. He got 3,894,000 views on his Toys R Us video from a month ago. So congratulations, buddy.
Thanks, man.
And I love bragging about you. So, and he has 35,888 subscribers. That's awesome. So
that's awesome, Ben.
Congrats
on that, man.
Yeah, congratulations, Ben. Yeah, he is definitely one of the most biggest experts on the great movie ride that I know. So I don't, let's see what these boys could do. These other guys here, I don't know their credentials. So,
I'm no expert, but yeah, I'll get my best.
I know you guys
do
awesome.
But it was one hell of a ride. I love that.
Absolutely.
I love it too. Well, all right, so there's Brandon, my man. What's up, brother?
Oh, what's going on? I don't really have a YouTube channel to plug, but as we speak, I just hit 250 subs.
That's awesome. On your YouTube channel that you don't do anything on?
Yeah.
You're like John's, but you have Prodigy. You have your Twitter chat, and you have your Twitter, your Star Wars Twitter account. You want to plug those?
I have my two Twitters down below. It's in the description below. I mainly use my Prodigy Smash account, but if you're looking for something more family friendly, I do the Star Wars Corner one.
Awesome, very cool. And last but not least, Mike just coming off of sickness here, so thank you so much for coming, Mike. Mike,
thanks for having me, Rob.
And his wife Jen do Our Theme Life, one of my favorite channels. I love all these channels here, but one of my favorite channels here. So the link is in the description below. And up and coming podcast coming up soon this month. Hopefully, it's going to be launched.
Yeah,
right?
It's been delayed a little bit. We're kind of running into issues here and there in terms of getting things to where we want them, but it's definitely coming soon in the next few weeks. So yeah, definitely look out for that, guys, for sure. And we're also we're on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Just Our Theme Life. So simple enough. So yeah, thanks, guys.
Hey,
Dan!
Dan sneaking in. He's a little early, ladies and gentlemen. You're early, buddy. We just started.
Well, I mean, I promise surprises.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we didn't even get to the topic yet, Dan. So this is Disney Dan. Check out his channel, too.
Disney Dan's live.
That's cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, our topic today to kick it off is Disney Dan.
There we go. Now I can hear.
There we go. And ladies and gentlemen, live from the now defunct great movie ride, Disney Dan is there right now, like literally right there. I knew he was there today. I asked him to come on, so we'll get it. We'll show it now. It's cool.
Hey, man, without getting the feels.
I know that's one of the best facades in all of Walt Disney World.
Yeah, I love it. So today's topic, we didn't even get to the topic. Today's Pub Talk topic, of course, is the Great Movie Ride. This coming Monday, August 13th, is its 1 year anniversary of its closure. They closed that ride. They closed Universe of Energy on August 13th, 2017. And I kind of wanted to pay tribute. Was that lightning?
No, that was the Star Wars Galactic Show.
It was pouring like a mother there before. Yeah, that big boom is loud. So that was awesome.
He is full of surprises. That was another surprise. So, yeah.
So here it is. I was going to bring him in at the end, but we'll do it first. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, no longer one of my top 5 rides, if not one of my favorite rides. I love the helicopter going by. That was cool. Of all time, the Great Movie Ride. There it is. I've seen the real. It was Mann's Chinese Theater. Now I think it's just the Chinese Theater in Hollywood. This is the Chinese Theater in MGM, Disney MGM Studios. I'm going to still call it that. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. You want to walk around a little bit, Dan? You want to show us some details there?
Yeah.
Thank you for stopping in.
I'll just have a walk around while you guys talk.
All right. We'll leave it up there.
Okay. I've got a quick question from the chat for Mike. It was just as Mike was talking about Our Theme Life and plugging Our Theme Life. And we've got a question from, where is it? YT Gaming Streamer saying, when is Our Themed Life next going live?
Oh, man, that is a good question. I am going to say with a fair amount of certainty that we will be live Saturday,
cool.
which is 2 days from now. So I know we have not been live in a while. Just, a lot of things come up, life happens, and we've been kind of delayed with that. But Saturday for sure. Look out for a home live stream from home. So yeah, Saturday.
Ben,
awesome,
open the
Mike.
door. We want to see what's going on in there.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah,
Dan,
right.
I didn't ask you earlier, but this video is going to be
Yeah.
about breaking into the Great Movie Ride and what's left, the remnants. So.
Now, if I was there,
Yeah. See, yeah.
Nice.
I could get that done, no problem.
No one ever notices that water fountain on the side there. There's 2 fountains there, and they have. Oops, sorry guys. There's the water. Are those water fountains still working?
Yeah, they're still here.
The last time.
And they're going still.
Yeah, they're
Poor
still
movie.
going.
Man,
Very
it's just
cool.
such a beautiful area, man. I mean, it's so well themed. It's so
Come on,
nice.
guys. This is like the nicest facade of any ride ever. Hey,
It's beautiful, isn't it? I can't wait to see the real one in LA. But yeah, this
Yes.
I've only seen this one at Hollywood Studios
It's
or
it's
MGM
not
Studios as it used to be.
It's not-
And I love it.
the
What were you
real
saying, Ben?
Here's a handprint for
like,
Mike.
urine. So I've been told, at least.
nice.
There you go, Mike.
Hulk Hogan.
Oh, that's awesome, brother.
You're gonna get him started now. That is funny.
Hulkamania. Sorry.
But there it is,
Guys,
ladies and gentlemen,
what's
live.
coming.
I'm not gonna boo it, but
We may or
I'll
may
say
not.
it
We may or may
appropriate
not talk about
thing.
that later.
I'll put up the appropriate.
Oh,
Outta here,
come
Mickey
on,
Mouse.
come on, guys.
Hashtag not my Mickey.
not my Mickey. There it is.
Hashtag not my ride.
They still have the Mary Poppins thing. I was watching Resort TV One. I was watching their video, all the different stuff. Yeah, it's not the Mary Poppins. Oh, it kind of says Mary Poppins, but it's different though than the one he was showing in his video. There you go.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I like this one better than the real Hollywood one. It's kind of funny. I like this one better.
It's funny. The people that I've heard talk about it are like, the one in Florida is so much cleaner than the one in LA.
Totally. Yep.
Yeah.
A lot less people as well.
Right. Yeah.
I've heard that about LA. I've heard that around the area is generally a little bit of a dive.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
I went to Hollywood.
I still look forward to seeing the real one.
Oh yeah, definitely. They cleaned it up a lot. I went probably 25 years ago to date myself. 25 years ago, and I flew in. I went right there. That was where I wanted to go first. And I'm thinking to myself, and it was like 11 o'clock, and we bought a movie ticket to go see it. I wanted to see a movie there. Thinking to myself, man, I'm on East Coast time. The movie's going to go to like 3 a.m. my time. So I just kind of forgot about it. I got to go in. I wanted to see the theater and everything, but I kind of bailed on the movie. But it was definitely cool. Up and he's
Nice.
gone. Up, he's back.
I'm back. We're gonna actually head up because we have a fast pass to town.
All right, Dan.
But,
All right.
Maybe I can jump back in. Maybe afterwards.
All right, Dan. Thank you so much for popping in and seeing that
No
live.
problem,
So that's
guys.
awesome. All right, cool.
Thank you,
Dan.
Dan.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Have a
It's
great
cool.
time, guys, and I hope you
Ciao,
catch up
Dan.
with you guys a
Thanks.
little bit later.
Awesome, Dan. Take
Thank-
care, bud.
thank Dan.
See you later.
Very much.
I think he said he's going over to Tower of Terror. So
Yep.
He is, yeah.
He had a
very
fast
cool.
pass.
All right. So I actually told him to come in a little later. We're going to conclude with that. But you know what? He popped in. That's cool. So all good. All right, guys. So of
Sits on the
course,
topic nicely.
yeah, it started
That's
really nice. Yeah. So the Great Movie Ride. That it's 1 year closed. That is our topic. I didn't even get to the topic yet. I've been talking too much. So
Yeah, let's bring in the topic.
yes, let's go. So we're gonna talk about the history. Who wants to take history first? Let's see. I'm gonna say Ben wants to take the history
I was
first.
gonna say,
Let's let Ben talk here. Let's go, Ben.
well, the movie ride originally started out as an Epcot pavilion. I don't know if a lot of people knew that.
Right.
I did not know that. Actually,
It was
I
going
didn't.
to be a
cool.
pavilion between the land and imagination. So they were going to stick it in the back corner, and it was originally called Great Moments at the Movies. And this was all a Michael Eisner idea, of course, being that he was the head over at Warner Brothers for years, so he knew movies. So it started out as a pavilion at Epcot, and Marty Sklar was involved with that and everything. And then they were like sitting there, and they're like, we could make a whole park centered around this great movie ride. And with Universal opening up down the street, it was a perfect opportunity. And so they decided to build MGM Studios. And That's kind of where the Great Movie Ride got its start. So I always say it's a ride so great they built a whole park around it, and I said that in my little movie ride tribute video.
Right.
And, they really did. They built the whole MGM Studios because of the Great Movie Ride, and yeah, the park was rushed at the beginning because they wanted to open before Universal, but eventually the park grew into a pretty good thing. Then they destroyed it, and now they're building it back up, and it's not as great. But that's
exactly.
Whole other thing. I'll get into that in a different time.
But this is hands down your favorite all time ride, though.
Oh yeah. This is like number one for sure.
Same here.
Number one.
Oh yeah, it's nostalgia on another level for me. I love dark rides. I love movies, and you combine, and I love theme parks, and you combine all of those together. It's like the perfect attraction.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And yeah.
I think with the Great Movie Ride, it's much like it was kind of Hollywood Studios' version of, you know, the way people perceive TTA at Magic Kingdom, in that it's not an exciting ride, but people just have this love for it, this
right.
unwavering love. And that was a great movie ride, you know, even against the backdrop of like Tower of Terror or Rock and Roller Coaster in more recent years, you know, more kind of exciting rides. Still, the Great Movie Ride for me was it was the epitome of what the park was all about. You know, like you said, you know, it was around the ride. So, you know, that's, you know, it was the pinnacle ride there. So
it embodied everything that MGM Studios originally stood for. That ride
absolutely,
was OG MGM Studios.
No doubt.
Perfect example of what the park was based off of.
Yeah,
for sure.
A shame, but the way it changed, but everything
Really
Disney,
And I was going to add in the Great Movie Ride. You know, you had your tour guide. You could have a good tour guide. You can have a bad tour guide, but it didn't matter what you had. You're still going to get kind of the same ride experience because the ride is that good in terms of what it offers. You know what I mean? Because I mean, like I said, you could have a good tour guide or a bad one, but for me, it didn't matter because I love the ride inside and out. You know, so it's amazing.
What happened? That ride was still gonna be fun. You know,
right?
Absolutely.
It's a shame.
I'm still in disbelief that they got rid of it.
Oh, me too.
To be honest with you, I don't like the way it went down. But like what I've heard, it was a licensing thing. And even when MGM first started, the licensing was, they got a sweet deal. I remember I've seen some history videos and everything. And then it was an X amount of deal. And then they turned over to the TCM Classics or whatever. And then I just think that it was a licensing thing. They had to bail, I think, which kind of sucks.
Well, Disney chose to not renew the license is what happened.
Right.
That's what I heard as well.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
The license. Because they wanted to replace it with something that could get more guests in per hour so they could boost the numbers and make more money.
Yep.
You know what's funny is Hollywood Studios has seen record decline because they took the Great Movie Ride out.
Record decline. There's only 4 rides.
That ride was always popular, though. That's what blows my mind is there was always a line. There was people always. Fast passes were always booked.
Right.
It's the focal point. It's the focal point when you walk into the park, isn't it? You see the Chinese theater. It's like when you walk into Epcot and you see Spaceship Earth. It's the focal point, and it's the first thing that people queue up for, even if there's an insane line for it. Yeah, it's the first thing that people queue up for because it's there. And that was the same with the Great Movie Ride. It was the first ride you always went on because it was there. And
it all went downhill when they put Mickey's saucer's hat in front of it too. So
getting at the ends right there.
That was bad. I can't believe, like you said, Adam, that was the vocal part of the park. How could they put something in front of the castle?
I can't believe it took them as long as it did for them to realize, oh crap, this was a bad idea. Let's take this down, you know. But the sorcerer hat was not a good idea. It definitely did not belong there.
They even just did it with Star Wars. You saw, Dan was out there. The Star Wars thing was right behind him. So,
right,
a little disrespectful. At least that thing moves. At least they can get it out of the way. So.
That thing goes away, so I can still get that view of the Chinese theater because that you need to see that when you walk down Hollywood Boulevard. That's the park's icon.
Absolutely.
Like I don't know why Tower. It should be the Chinese theater. And I think that's a licensing issue with Grauman's theater in Hollywood, but I think that's, you got Spaceship Earth, Cinderella's Castle and the Chinese Theater. Like that's up there. I mean, you had the Eiffel Tower, but that's gone, which is another thing too.
For the tower, yeah. Even the arch, the arch isn't even that pop to the right. That arch.
Yeah, I know. I figured they could use that for something, but they neglect that thing too.
Yeah. So all right. So let's talk about just our love of the great movie, right? Like we'll kind of go. I've kind of have bullet points here. The history, the actual building, which we just got the chance to see. I hope they don't take out. Even the line was amazing. Like they had the Indiana Jones thing in there and the different props and everything.
The props will go. They won't put props in there.
You think they'll take that out?
I think the prop, they're going to keep like all the carpet and like that's all going to stay the same. And when you go into the theater where you would watch the the reel with all the trailers and opening stuff, that's going to be almost like a pre-show area.
Right.
So
it's going to set up the ride.
It's going to be, setting up the story for
right.
I'm shaking my head right now because I'm still mad that they're taking it all out.
I know. Yeah, but Ben did a whole video on it. If you go to his channel, so it was really bad. We might want to talk about that.
If you want to see what a real person, not a robot pretending Disney's a perfect place, is like, go over to my channel and watch the Great Movie Ride video.
I brought it up, in depth. I respect it.
I put a warning, so.
Yeah, Brandon, what are you thinking?
Oh man, see, the reason I love Great Movie Ride.
He's getting choked up already. I see him. Yeah.
The reason I love Great Movie Ride so much is it's not just the ride alone. It's just because all the childhood memories that I had of the ride with it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, when they mess with your childhood memories, it's not cool. Ben talks about that.
It's like putting a gun.
That's why I don't go to Disney World anymore.
Yeah, I know. But just even like that queue, you walk in, you do that queue. Just even like there was like 2 different lines and everything. Like that fascinated me. Like you walk down, you just see the movie, and there's that line for the VIP. I guess the fast pass goes a certain way, and that goes a certain way. And
yeah, that's all.
I like.
Yes, that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like before you got into that queue, and there was you had a few movie relics like costumes and props and stuff from films that so before you even got into that queue. But then that double queue thing was always quite interesting, and you always had the screen to keep you entertained at the bottom as well. So
I love that.
Kind of a fun. Yeah, like a kind of a memory for me. Is when you get into that queue area with the movie playing, and it say the ride like went down. Like I just remember that loop, probably watching that loop 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times before you actually got to the door to board the ride vehicles. You know, so it's like I pretty much have that whole freaking loop memorized. By the time you get on the ride.
Did anyone ever see anyone? Not to change subject a little bit, but the footprints and the handprints out front. Did anyone ever see anyone do that? I actually saw one celebrity.
Like the ceremony?
Yeah, I've seen one. I don't know if you guys. They used to do them a lot. Like any celebrity that was there, they would do it. The girl from Beverly Hills 90210, the glasses. I can't remember her name.
Oh man!
And I have footage.
You're throwing it back. You're throwing it back.
Yeah. And I saw her. They did the handprints and everything. I don't think they put them out front, but I saw her do that, that was cool too. That was just so.
You know where a lot of them are that didn't make it out front? Over by Beauty and the Beast. Not a lot of people know that.
Oh, I remember that now that you say it, though. Yeah.
There's footprints and handprints over by Beauty and the Beast too. Not a lot of people know that.
See, that's
I didn't know that.
Ben, I remember seeing it. The B celebrities are over there.
Yeah, I think they had Fest Parker over there who played Davy Crockett. So of course I was geeking over it.
Nice.
But you know what? Maybe that might be another future pub talk. Just MGM Studios in general. So Ben could go off for 5 hours on this. So.
Oh yeah.
Don't get me started.
Yeah. So another thing was when you're in that line, Mike, and you're saying you watched those movies and everything. You know what? Every time I went on that ride, I wanted to go home and watch every single one of those movies. Inspired you. You saw those movies. The ride, like, oh, I want to see that movie. Oh, I want to see Raiders of the Lost Ark. Oh, I want to see even Wizard of Oz. I'm like, oh, I want to see all that stuff.
Yeah, I want to see Casablanca.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, again, the movies that they showed, on that loop. You know, if you're stuck in that line, I mean, you probably saw that loop at a minimum of 5-6 times. You know, but it was so well done for that ride.
Yeah, that was a good loop. I liked it a lot.
See, once Turner Classic Movies took over, I wasn't a big fan of it because they just showed a documentary, and you're not in line that long to see.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, the way they did after TV took over was different. I didn't care for the new updated version either. I like the old one. It showed all the we're about to go see, which I like.
You got the trailers, and then you got on ride. You don't have Robert Osborne narrating. I don't mean to cut you off at all. I'm sorry. You got Robert Osborne narrating all that now, but in the old one, you just had the trailers, and then you have the tour guides actually explaining what's going on in the ride, what movie it's from, and all that.
I like that much better.
Yeah, me too.
That was good. That was and the video montage at the end.
Yes.
Like, they updated that. They updated that only like a year before they closed the ride, and the new montage wasn't anywhere near as good as the original.
No.
The original montage was phenomenal. Like
Absolutely.
the original montage, there was bits of it that used to it would almost choke you up at parts. Like,
I got choked up watching it every time. I mean, it's
when the Gone with the Wind theme tune hit and stuff like that. It was
the Stella. Jinx. Loved it, man. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, because I used to love editing, like when I was that age, when I first went, probably about Brandon's age, when I first started going, and you see that montage. Now I wanted to go home and create and edit and take those movies and make my own. I wanted to make those, like that montage, I wanted to make it home. So I loved it.
That inspired me too. I mean, MGM as a park inspired me. That's why I do these videos now.
Yeah.
I just have that desire to create movies, and I think that stems from going on the Great Movie Ride countless times as a kid and going on the backlot tour and just being so like amazed, like, wow, I love seeing movie props and going behind the scenes and being in the movie. And I think that's what MGM lacks now, and I think that's why I hate it now, is because you don't get that experience of being in the movies and seeing how movies are made.
Yeah, because you one great point, Ben, like the Great Movie Ride, the backlot tour, like all that stuff complemented each other. It was like brother sister rides. Now it's just it's all over the place.
The only thing left is Indiana Jones Stunt Show.
Made, and then you saw the movies, and it all fit together. It made sense.
Yeah. What'd you say, Brandon?
The only thing left is the Indiana Jones Stunt Show of like movie making. But you got that's all that's left.
Yeah.
And even that fit in good, because it's like you see how Raiders was made, and then you go on the Great Movie Ride, and you're in Raiders. You're seeing Indian Sala pick up the arc.
Hey, we lost Adam.
Yeah, he'll be back. I think his phone overheated again. Here he comes. He's all right. Oh, phone overheated, buddy?
No, it just literally died while I was mid. It just froze. It just froze, and I was like, "What's going on?" Like, I can only see myself.
We're just saying how that ride complemented the backlot tour. All those different rides were like brother and sister rides. That's what made that park so great.
Yeah,
it definitely. Yes. All right, so the pre-show is amazing. The actual ride, you walk in, and there's the Hollywood Hills. It even had, I don't know if you know the history behind it. It said Hollywoodland, I believe, right, Ben, in the begining?
Yeah.
On the background. The sign used to say Hollywoodland. In actual Hollywood, that was, excuse me, this is, I have a little burping because of the
Rocketeer down, of course.
What'd you say?
Until the Rocketeer knocked it down.
Yes. Oh, yeah, the Rocketeer, right, in the movie. Yes, definitely. Yeah. That's a good thing. In Rocketeer, they had it. But it was called Hollywoodland, and I think they just shortened it for some reason to Hollywood. But that's what it was, the original kind of throwback. And then you go in, lights, camera, action. All five of us were singing "Hooray for Hollywood" today, getting ready for the stream. So, who knows, Brandon? You know who knows the words?
I know Brandon knows it.
I know Brandon knows it.
He's got the hand up. He's good. Here we go.
Go for it, Brandon. I'm gonna pour a beer. Go.
No pressure. Right. Nobody's watching.
And action! Hooray for Hollywood! You're in trouble there.
I want you to sing the song. I was doing the beer to it.
No, I'm sick of that singing.
Nice. All right.
Oh, but it's like karaoke. It's like pub karaoke. Come on, Brandon.
It was a great thing. It was a throwback to Hollywood. You start off, you have the marquee, you see the movie poster, you walk in, your tour guide's there. Come on, the ride vehicles alone were phenomenal. How cool were those ride vehicles? They were so.
Oh
cool.
yeah, they were awesome. I mean, they moved all of
huge.
like 5 miles an hour, but I mean, they didn't need to go any faster than that.
What would you guys anticipate? How many people you think could fit on that ride at once?
Oh, probably 25, maybe 25.
Are you talking in one car? Or are you talking...
I would say there was probably about 100 people.
They had a back-to-back car. They had,
Oh, are you talking about one car or like?
keep in mind they had two
Oh,
cars.
like total.
With each other.
Total, yeah.
Okay, yeah, probably 100 people. I thought you were talking about like one single car.
Right. Go ahead, Brandon. Show the cars were side by side. Yeah, I like that. The CD.
CDs.
They had
great.
They had
visual
separate
aid.
cars, but they were connected.
Right.
Yeah.
So you could fit like 50 people on there.
Yeah, it was a
on
lot.
peak days they'd run 2 trains at the same time.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, they did. Yeah, that's right.
And how cool was that too? Come on, get the gangster scene or the western scene. That was amazing too. That was so cool.
Oh yeah.
I will say the western scene, in my opinion, was slightly better just because of the pyrotechnics.
Because of the fire.
Yes. What do you guys think?
I personally prefer the gangster scene. I prefer the gangster scene.
Yeah. What were you saying, Ben?
That's cool.
On fire. Oh my god. That thing's on fire. Like that thing's gonna burn down. Like the last time, I'm like, is that supposed to happen? Like I don't remember that happening, but every time it got me. There's another thing that got me too, and I'll talk about that later. But
Ben, what was your favorite, the western or the gangster?
That's tough.
It's like picking with your kids. I think I like the gangster better. So
gangster scene because I was more afraid of the gangster scene as a kid.
Right.
And so I just loved it as an adult.
I guess I'm the Lone Ranger liking the western.
I do
the only one liking the western.
Get out your grinders.
I love them both equally, I should say.
So wait a sec.
That's cool.
The gangster one had the car that came out.
Yeah,
they were shooting. It was a
right, and then the western had the
shootout.
fire. Right,
Yeah.
The western had the fire. Anything with fire was cool. So maybe I'll rethink this.
Too, in the western scene.
Even those animatronics were great, and even like you come by, like you would either do western or gangster.
Yep.
And when you go through the scene, they come up and you're still doing it. They still mess with you and everything, which is kind of cool. So
towards the end, they only used the western when they were running both trains.
Yeah.
They would.
That makes sense then. That makes sense because I was just going to say I've been to Florida 8 times, and only one of those is since the Great Movie Ride closed. And so in theory, I've ridden that ride at least 7 times, and I don't think I've ever seen the western scene properly with the whole shoot. I've seen it on YouTube, but I don't think I ever actually experienced it while I was on the ride. I think it was always the gangster scene when I was on the ride.
Yeah.
Well, Adam, I will say if you actually saw the western scene, you would definitely say the western scene was better.
It was good. One time I spilled gasoline. I was I don't know. I was filling up something, and I'm like, it smells like the western scene.
That's what's so great about Disney is like you'll be in a place and you'll randomly like smell a smell and you're like, oh, that smells like Pirates of the Caribbean or like the Great Movie Ride or something like that. Yeah.
After the Great Movie Ride closed, when I was doing the video, I walked up to where it was boarded up, where you would have gone inside, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, it smells like the Great Movie Ride, and I hear me in the video get super excited. And after I was done shooting the video, I went in and I just stood there for about 15 minutes.
Where was this?
It was where you would. When the queue would go outside and you have to go in through the side door of the Chinese theater, towards the right side, if you're looking at it.
Yep.
So there's a big boarded up area over there, and I was sitting out there just like,
oh,
there it is.
Nice.
Crazy.
It was crazy, though.
All right, so you had that one scene. We'll go scene by scene here. And I quizzed Brandon. Brandon knew all the scenes. I was impressed. I'm sure you guys all know the scenes. You come in. You see those spinning girls. What was the movie called?
Footlight Parade.
Footlight Parade. Yep.
Footlight Parade. And it was. I remember seeing that original one with the water and then spinning and everything. When I was the first time I went, like in
you must have gone there right when it opened because that thing didn't last long.
Yeah, I went right when the first year it was open. I definitely went. I saw it. It was pretty cool. It was that scrim wasn't on it and everything. It was pretty cool. Like those are probably top 10 worst figures in Disney World are those girls on But that's cool. You see that it starts. You turn the corner, and they're singing in the rain. Gene Kelly.
First we got to mention. Sorry to cut you off. We got to mention that you got the falling bubbles during the Footlight Parade.
That tops it off. That's it right there.
That makes the scene the best one.
Yeah, exactly.
Falling bubbles. Do they have that towards the end, or did they take that out? It seems like they took a lot of stuff.
That
was there to cover up the fact that it didn't spin.
Yeah.
They used that in the scrim, and then the swirling circles to try to make you think that it was spinning, but it never worked.
I saw someone referred to it as the Disco Yeti of MGM Studios.
Yes.
Too funny.
That was it.
And then, sorry about that. The bubbles. You turn the corner, and you know what? I love the way that ride transitioned from the different scenes, which is amazing. You watch it now on YouTube. You see that, and then you kind of turn.
It's weird because it flowed together so much.
Yeah, it flowed so well. Very cool. Yeah. And then singing in the rain, and then you just there was one little divider, and then all of a sudden you're in Mary Poppins Land, which was
the best one.
Great scene.
Tour guide always asks you, anyone know what movie this is from? That's right, Mary Poppins. Sing along, folks. You know the words.
Die Hard. Die Hard? No.
Too funny.
Come on, crawl into the vents.
So from Mary Poppins to the gangster scene, you see James Cagney. I made some notes here. And then Brandon remembered Muggsy.
You got James Cagney with Public Enemy, and then you go over and you see Muggsy taking over your...
That's and the James Cagney animatronic, that's his suit. That was his real... His family donated it.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Wow.
Real suit.
That's awesome.
That's his real life suit, but what they did was... the family didn't like his trench coat look in the movie, so what they did was they gave him the suit.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. It's a cool fact. That was actually his suit and everything.
Yeah. Then
you would stop at that if you the gangster. That's the one they really. What was the one in the end that they always stopped at? It was just always the gangster at the end.
It was always the gangster, unless like on a super busy day they would have one car go in first and you'd skip right past the gangster scene. And then you'd park in the cowboy scene, and then another train would follow behind you and do the gangster scene. And then when the cowboys were done, they'd go in front of you towards Alien, and then you'd go through the thing. But it was typically, I forget, it was show scene A and B, and I forget which one's B and which one's or A and which one's B. I think gangsters A and cowboys B. I could be reversing that though. Someone's gonna correct me. But
imagine working on that ride though, being that.
Oh, it would have been so.
Guy. That was always my dream job.
Yeah.
That would have been a fun ride to work on. A bit like when we did our Jaws hangout the other week, and I said, acting on the Jaws ride would have been, again, same with the Great Movie ride. Just any job like that, just being in character and being a tour guide.
It's one of those things. I don't think it would get like old. I mean, it's repetitive in nature, but like. I just feel like I would try and outdo myself each performance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
and you'd react to the people on the ride as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So it would make it fresh and interesting each time because you'd get different reactions from different people on the ride. So
because you've got a different group of people every time. Yeah,
you'd be good.
What was It just was what Ben? You were saying something? What, you're a friend of yours? Something?
Yeah, I have a friend who worked in the Great Movie Ride. I don't know if he can say who he is because he does make YouTube videos.
Okay.
He's pretty well known. I'm sure you guys know him, but I don't know if he wants me to say it.
Yeah, don't reveal him then. But it was really sad that last day, that last ride, and you saw that they come out, and they're real people, obviously. They're people, they're humans. And then they come out. You can see they're emotional. They took their bow and everything when they came out the last day. You remember that? Do you see that video, guys?
Oh yeah.
I cried.
They all love their job too. Everyone who worked there, you never really hear too many people complain about it.
Yeah, dream job, definitely. So the Western, you come around. After the gangster scene, you see John Wayne on the horse, which I thought was an amazing animatronic. The horse, John Wayne on there, just very cool.
Here's another little tip.
Go for it, Ben.
John Wayne's belt buckle was owned by John Wayne as well. That was his belt buckle.
Very cool.
I didn't know that one.
As well.
That's
And
fair. I love Ben knows
the horse is the back side of the horse is all mechanical stuff. It's not enclosed, which I thought was funny.
Did you ever see a picture of that?
The right side of the horse is like the actual look, but the left side of the horse wasn't done at all.
Yeah. They would do that in a lot of rides, just show what the eye can see.
What was the quote that he was famous for saying? I don't remember like word for word. It was like, "That's mighty tough territory you're going into, Pilgrim.
Yep.
I think about turning back if I were you," or something like that.
Said that on the ride. Is it
Nice, Mike.
Something like that. Yeah, like, I just
awesome.
remember like that stands out to me as one of the best quotes in the entire ride.
I love that, man.
That was like right before they went into Alien as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, right before.
So you go from Western like 1930s, 1940s to like Alien outer space.
But it was
one of the most unique transitions ever.
Yeah, but because of what he said, because he was saying, you're going to some mighty tough territory. Think about turning back, and then you're suddenly an alien, which is like terrifying.
Right.
So,
Which if you're riding that ride for the first time, I don't think anybody would ever expect to go from Western John Wayne territory to Alien. So like, what territory is he talking about? You go right into Alien. It's like, wow, that was a pretty hefty transition there.
Right. I love when you enter Alien and they're like, "Where is this, Joycey?"
Yeah,
and then you got the announcement. This is Alien.
And then it changes the announcer.
I'll see us in church.
I'll tell you what. I lived in Jersey. I grew up in Jersey. I took offense when they say, "What is this, Jersey?" Like I was like, "Oh, screw you! I'm from Jersey. What's wrong with Jersey?" I took offense to that. I was just gonna bring that up. I took offense. Damn it! But,
where is this, Joycey?
That's funny.
Yeah, but that's a great point, though. Like you go from the Western, the setup, right? Like you were saying, Mike, and then that announcer comes in.
It works, right?
So like amazing. Like who?
Your vehicle, the area you are entering is not secure.
It's
and then it has the sirens from the control.
And I'm gonna chime in here, Brandon. You had mentioned the Footlight Parade animatronics being like god awful. Nothing compares to that god awful Sigourney Weaver animatronic.
I know.
That is by far
she looked like she had a mini
animatronic on Disney property.
Oh,
it looked nothing like her in the dish, and then it looked like she was having like a mini seizure.
Look at the goop head to him. Look at the goop head to him.
She looked like a mannequin from JCPenney or something.
So bad. Like, what happened there? What happened to Sigourney Weaver? But
it's sad. It was
who
sad.
gives a crap? Because those aliens were amazing.
Yeah.
Those aliens were great.
Yeah, the alien that just comes like right above you, like
that's the best one.
That was my favorite scene in the whole ride.
Yeah,
you got the siren. You got the siren playing.
Oh yeah.
So awesome.
Total
the mist
immersion.
coming out.
Total
it was just so great.
When you're pulling in, coming from the cowboy scene, the chains are hanging from the ceiling and it's like clinking together.
The goo coming down from the wall.
Terrible.
Oh, it was perfect.
Oh, the goo, it was awesome. So cool. And I would be pissed, like, because if you sat in one car, you would get one alien, and you sat in the back car, you would get that second alien. I wanted both aliens. I was so I even think I wrote it like a certain time, and I arranged myself to sit in those certain seats to capture those certain aliens. And what was it, Ben? They were gonna have one alien, and then they added the second alien, or what was the deal with that?
They had both from the beginning. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they had both from the beginning.
Yeah, but come on, Sigourney Weaver, Mike, 100%. So bad.
I mean, she looks like a mannequin from JCPenney.
I'll take that
pretty horrible.
Weaver in exchange for that beautiful alien scene any day, though.
Yeah, definitely.
They don't have a lot of stuff detailed that well, and especially for just one short scene on a ride. I mean, that was really something else.
Yeah, absolutely amazing.
All right,
Total
so
immersion.
What was worse, Ellen or Sigourney Weaver?
Man, flip a coin. That was.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Ellen's.
Probably
Ellen was horrible.
I may have to say Ellen on that one.
Like her.
Here's what's crazy: like you don't really notice it when you ride the ride, but like I've seen pictures of Ellen after they've taken her out of the ride, like close-ups, and I'm like, oh my god, that was absolutely just horrid. So I've got to get it. I've got to give it to Ellen on that one. That Yeah, horrible.
What, Ben? You were saying stuff. Sorry.
Want to know why they took out Ellen? I don't think they ever said why they took out the animatronic, did they?
Because it was just so bad. I think.
Yeah.
She didn't make it towards the end, and then you just heard her voice. That's right.
Yeah, they took out the snake too.
The snake, yeah, that's a whole nother topic. But yeah, and I think Ben said he found some footage of the Great Movie Ride. I just found, and Ben actually had a video a while ago. I was helping him with some footage from the Great Movie Ride, and I have 2 videos posted on my YouTube page, and I just found another one I'm going to be posting on Monday. I just a tribute for Great Movie Ride. My last time was 2015. When was your last, Ben? Adam, when was your last time riding Great Movie Ride? Now that I'm thinking about it.
2014.
14, the year before. And then Ben, you?
2014.
I didn't hear you. What, pal?
I wrote it
last time,
March 2017.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. You went right before it.
Yeah, and I didn't know. I didn't know that was going to be the last time.
Yeah, and then Brandon, when was your last time?
I wrote it 3 times on April 16th, 2017. I wish I knew it was the final day. I wish I knew that was my final time riding.
I love that you wrote it 3 times. You didn't even know. That's awesome.
That's awesome. Literally, I wrote it 3 times because the park was empty that day. It was Easter Day last year, and it was a walk on, and we got to ride it 3 times in a row. Mm. And I'm looking back. I'm glad I did it.
Yeah, and then Mike, when was your last time? Sorry to
interrupt no, you're good. May of 2017 was the last time we rode it.
Yeah, I was bummed because I knew we were going 2015 was my last time, and then I knew we were going in November. That's the last time I was in Disney World, November, and then it closed obviously August. So I just missed. I'm upset. My nephew Frankie didn't get to go and stuff. So
I knew it was going to close, but I thought we'd at least have till Toy Story Land opened. I didn't think that.
They abruptly closed it. It was very disappointing.
Yeah, I was like,
I thought they would have waited until now. I mean, I knew it was going to happen because obviously Disney can't keep a well-themed, lengthy attraction open because they got to up the numbers.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect that to be my last time.
Yeah.
I didn't. I thought I was going to have one more time. Mm-hmm. At least.
It closed like 2 weeks before I last went to Florida. It closed. Yeah,
that sucks.
2 weeks after it closed.
How pissed were you?
Yeah,
you must have been really pissed, huh, Adam?
Oh, I was gutted because like we were saying at the start of the whole pub talk, it was arguably I think all of our favorite movies, favorite rides. Sorry, at the movie studios at Hollywood Studios. So it was I mean, to say I was beyond disappointed would be an understatement.
Yeah, it's rough, man.
So back to the ride, though. So you go aliens, you turn the corner. What better thing? Indiana Jones. Come on. Like, that was like my favorite movie growing up.
Mm-hmm.
That scene was incredible. Like, it was, look, was it the greatest scene of all time? No, by far. But that's where the transition happens with your tour guide and the guy who stole or the girl who stole your car over. They transition back right there. That was a kind of a cool effect when you're a kid.
Yes, when you're a kid, definitely. I think the first time I ever saw that ride, that's still always probably going to be my favorite time riding it because for me, as a 9-year-old child, it was magical.
I got this. Halt, unbeliever! Disturb the treasure of the gods, and you shall all pay with your lives.
He's got it pulled up on Google there.
I don't care. You can have it stripped. That's awesome.
That Raiders scene was really good. I mean, to go from Alien, which is a great movie, and then you got the Raiders theme blasting, and you see Indy and Sala and the Ark, and
you had a hidden Mickey, hidden Donald. You had C-3PO and R2-D2 and the hieroglyphics.
Yep. Yeah, you had both of those. There's another hidden thing, but I won't mention it. It's inappropriate.
Maybe we should have mentioned it.
I mean, I think everyone here is over the age of like 10, so I think we should be good. I don't want to ruin the stream, so.
You can tell me later. But
the statues were great.
Yeah, there's huge statues. Yeah, they were awesome. They were so cool.
Just like in the movie. In the movie.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Like to have all those cool elements in one ride was phenomenal.
The snakes everywhere. the same snakes are in the Jungle Cruise.
They switched over.
No, they just use the same mold and the same parts, and when you go to a cave in the Jungle Cruise,
right? Yeah,
same
you got
snake.
the snakes. Yep.
Yeah, in the movie ride, same mold and everything.
Rob, when we were discussing the ride through earlier, you forgot a couple movies. We'll get to it.
Would we free? Okay, we'll get to it.
Then
Let me see what the
Raiders, the Mummy.
Yeah, you got the Mummy.
Oh,
then
the Mummy.
Tarzan. You
Mummy?
Actually, it's
No.
George of the Jungle, right?
No, I got it right here. Yeah, so Aliens goes right into Indiana Jones into Tarzan. I have it here. We're getting to it.
Yeah.
So okay, Tarzan wasn't good either. Come on, everything can't be 1,000%.
No, that one that was probably one of the weaker scenes for sure. I
Yeah.
mean, I loved it obviously, but it was definitely one of the weaker scenes.
Yeah, and then
Like, if they put the movie ride under for a refurb and replace that, I wouldn't be too upset.
This was literally it. This was the Tarzan animatronic.
yeah, it was so bad. Yeah, I think yours is
just
better, Brandon.
back and forth.
Yeah, yours is better, Brandon.
Yeah,
Your
Brandon.
effect was actually
That was
Brandon.
top notch.
Brandon,
Movie-
yours was better, Brandon.
That was top notch movie magic.
But now, is the rumor true that Jane is now red in Pirates of the Caribbean?
I don't think that's
Wow.
true.
It looks, come on, it looks just like her though.
It does look like her, but I mean, the Disney looks just like her too.
They updated Red because Red's one of those high tech animatronics where they have full facial features. The eyes move, like the
True.
squint the eyes.
True.
You
Yeah,
got the,
Jane's face wouldn't have been able to handle the new.
That's
mechanics.
true. Yeah, it looks kind of close to me, but yeah.
Oh
definitely.
yeah, for sure. It definitely looks identical, but I mean, if you look at all the other Reds, they all look the same. So I don't think it could be Jane.
Right.
But you know what I heard from a super secret inside source is that the body is the witch.
The body of thing. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
I'm like 80% sure that that's true.
Yeah, but you know what though? These animatronics, $1 million, $2 million to develop these things, so
Yeah.
it makes sense to reuse them.
They want to.
Yeah, I mean, recycling them makes complete sense, and it wouldn't
Yeah.
surprise me. But
100%.
it's just,
yeah.
I wouldn't have thought they'd use an old one like the Jane from Tarzan when they're putting in something relatively new now.
Goes back in the shop. Who knows? Bits and pieces. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Witch.
I don't know.
The witch, they updated her a couple of years back, so she's a pretty newer model. So
We'll get to the witch. So turn the corner, and then you come to that turn. I guess it's just
Before we go on to the next thing, I'm just going to flip over to the
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So we got super enthused. Just she going back to when we were talking about the start of the ride in the queue. She was saying that she didn't like standing in that giant theater room for like a gazillion hours, and that could have been.
who said that?
Super enthused.
Was it you?
I get you, my pretty. I get what she's saying, but to me, that added to the charm of the ride. Was the whole build up. It was. Everyone wanted to get on the ride, but the whole build up and watching that screen was part of the charm. So.
And seeing the previews before you go see the movie, and
Right.
then you previews and you go see the movie.
You know what,
That's-
Ben? I never even thought of that, and you're
That's
100% right. That was the previews that you go see in the movie theater. 100%. That's great. That's a great analogy.
Yeah, and sticking with super enthused, she has said as well that we need some female representation on the panel at some point. So we've got to invite a girl to the pub.
Jackie
at some
is invited 1,000% because I love that girl. She is awesome. Definitely
Yeah,
check
so-
out. Everyone here, if you're a mod, whatever, I'll plug your channel. You can plug them. I want you to, Scott, you can. Super enthused Jackie. Jackie's definitely invited. She's awesome.
So Jackie, you're coming to the pub next time. The rule is you got to drink.
Yes, she's invited. Tampa J and Jackie, super enthused, are invited, and of course Kenny, my partner channeler, Alpha Traveler One, he is invited as well. So he's awesome. Adam, anything else from the chat rooms? Adam, just interrupt me and always do that. Let's just do.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. So Cargo's just joined. So hi to Cargo.
Hey,
to
Cargo.
Nick.
Hey, Cargo.
Nick is in the
What's
chat
up,
as well.
Nick? I just said hi to Nick.
Nick.
So the other half of our theme live, Jen, she's in the chat. So
wait, for the record, we tried getting Nick in, but he didn't have a fake ID, so he couldn't come in the pub.
Bummer.
Sorry, Nick.
We'll get Nick in.
Get in the pub.
Yeah. Nick can be the designated driver. So
my super agent Dean Dreamers Empire is here. Scott Eukin.
Hey, Dean.
So, we had a question. I'm not sure if he's still in the chat now because it's my nephew. And it's like midnight here, so we may have gone to bed now. But Sam earlier in the chat was asking, what attraction are you guys most excited for in Disney now after Great Movie Rides closed? So that was, that's one to maybe discuss at the end.
Yeah, definitely. We'll get back to that.
But yeah, so that's everything in the chat for now, guys. Everyone in the chat, if you do want to ask a question, if you want anything addressed into the panel, just at me at Adamsland, and I'll pick it up as we go along.
Yeah, try to do. I mean, I got the chat pulled up, so if I see anything, I'll try to pop in as well.
Cool, thank you. So on to the next scene. Back on the ride.
What are we on? Casablanca?
I'm just typing there. So Casablanca. All right. So the rumor all these years is that is the actual plane from Casablanca. I was in the know. Like, really? That's the plane from Casablanca. That's so cool, but I don't think it is. Is it? Go ahead, Ben. What's the deal?
Well, I don't think it's the actual plane. I think it is. It's the same model that was in the movie, but I don't think it's the actual prop from the movie.
Right.
Fun fact about it.
The other half is in the Jungle Cruise. I think everyone knows that.
That's what I was going to add.
He was just jumping in.
Everyone knows that the other half is in the Jungle Cruise.
I was watching videos research, and I just found out the other day. I did not know that, so I just found out the other day from the stream.
About that probably 4 years ago. I just never put it out though.
Right, that's pretty cool. So.
Good
but
stuff.
yeah, but that scene's come on. That scene is like that scene alone is amazing. Those animatronics.
Mm-hmm.
I think we watched a video. Brandon showed me a video that the girl doesn't say anything because the family didn't sign off on it or something,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
Was that the deal too?
Yep.
That's true.
And they had that scrim, like it was like the fog, like they put a scrim in front of it, whatever, and the fog and the plane would go, and that scene was just, oh my god, I miss this ride so much. I'm really getting choked up now. I actually am. So.
You know what else?
Yeah.
Is all the animatronics in the ride are the exact height of the actors?
Wow.
Well, Humphrey Bogart was a short man, so they slanted the scene so that he appeared taller.
Oh, that's funny.
Because in the movie he was standing up on pieces of wood.
In the real movie.
Yeah, in the real movie.
Wow.
In the ride, they slanted the floor so that he looked taller.
Right. All right, so Casablanca, you turn the corner, and there's Fantasia. So, I'll be honest with you. Excuse me, I'm burping from this beer, so it's all your fault, guys. That was a real burp. You can burp on Pop Talk. That's allowed. So when we do Frankie Fridays, I drink soda. I don't drink it anymore, but the beer, I kind of forgot.
Can we do a quick restroom break too?
I know. I was about to say the same.
You guys go. I'll start talking here. So you guys go bathroom.
Guys, yeah, you don't all go together in the pub. You just kind of go whenever you need to go.
Go. I won't go to you. I won't. Go ahead, Mike. You go.
Be back, guys.
Go potty break. So you turn the corner and you see Fantasia. And potty breaks are allowed in Pub Talk. I love it. They both of them went. So you turn the corner and you see Fantasia.
Mm-hmm.
Ben, I saw this in the documentary that was supposed to be the transition from.
No kidding me.
Like that was supposed to be something to do with the Wizard of Oz, right?
Yeah, it was supposed to be the tornado to take you to Oz, but the reason they didn't do it is because it was a contract licensing thing. That right. Wizard of Oz, it technically had 2 scenes, but you weren't supposed to have more than a certain amount of scenes. So having 3 scenes of Wizard of Oz wouldn't, was against the contract. So they just threw in Fantasia.
Which they could. So
if you took a flashlight in there, I think there was some stuff left over from the Oz scene. So
no, really?
I think so. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
I'm not positive, so don't quote that on me. I'm sure someone out there knows, but I'm pretty sure there was some leftover stuff. I don't know exactly what, but I'm pretty sure that some stuff was left over in there.
But I'll tell you what, that scene, it worked. That scene worked. It did work with the thing.
Yeah,
represent right. Mickey. Now he took over the whole ride, but Mickey is representative there. So Definitely cool. Welcome back, Brandon. Welcome back, Adam.
And then they give that little tip. Yen said, but Disney backwards.
I don't remember that. What was the deal with that?
They give a little tip about something.
Third. His name's Yensid, which is Disney spelled backwards.
Yeah.
Who's Yensid?
Yensid from Fantasia.
Oh, okay.
That all started because of the video game Kingdom Hearts, because he's a character in the game and they needed a name for him. So
yeah.
Ben's
a big Kingdom Hearts fan. So.
See, you know, like all the winds blowing.
Hey guys, sorry.
I always thought when I was younger, I'm like, hey, I'm cold in this part. Can we move? Can we go faster?
Yeah. Because
we're still on Fantasia, Mike. So yeah, I think that scene worked. We're saying, like, so. Yeah, Mike, that part was supposed to be the transition from Wizard of Oz, like the tornado scene going in, but they just never got the rights, so they never went with it. So that's why that was there. So
gotcha.
Moving in from Fantasia 2, come on. Possibly the one of the best scenes in ride history was, come on, the Wizard of Oz. Come on.
Yeah.
Road.
What was that, Ben?
Things so over the top, such a huge scale. You just come through this little tunnel and
unreal.
Munchkin Land.
Unreal, man.
It's unbelievable.
It was insane. Yeah, I really enjoyed that scene. That was one of the best scenes of the ride, along with Alien. You know, the whole the Yellow Brick Road, and you've got the house with the legs sticking out from the Wicked Witch of the East. Yep, and then obviously the Wicked Witch of the West appears. It was a great scene. It retold the story so well.
Amazing.
Yeah. And Disney's all about immersion, like putting you in the middle of everything. Right. To me, that scene really epitomizes that and stands out to me as one of the most prolific scenes in any Disney ride.
Definitely.
For me, I mean, it just immerses you right smack dab in the middle of that scene, and I mean, it's unreal. I mean, it blew my mind. I mean, the first time I rode it, I remember it like it was yesterday. I was 12 years old, and it just blew my mind. I mean, yeah, absolutely amazing.
Well, because when you come in the trains, and you've got all the Munchkins just singing away, and then as soon as the Wicked Witch of the West appears, and they all kind of scream and vanish, it's so similar to the film.
Absolutely, yeah.
They recreated that scene absolutely fantastically. I thought it was great.
Go ahead, Ben.
Oh, killed my sister.
It's spot on with the film. You pull up, the house is there, and the Munchkins are singing, and then the witch pops up, and I was convinced that the witch was a human for the longest time. Yeah. I thought it was a human.
One of the best animatronics in all of Disney World. One of the best, hands down.
Yeah, I was going to say we were talking about bad animatronics before. Sorry, Brandon.
Go ahead, Adam.
I was just saying we were talking about.
We'll get to you, Brandon. Hold on. Go ahead, Adam.
Okay, yeah, we were just talking about bad animatronics before, with Sigourney Weaver and stuff. But that Wicked Witch of the West one was so believable. It was really
number one. There's my top 3 animatronics, and I love animatronics. She is amazing. I was fascinated with that thing. Unbelievable. Yeah. Go ahead, Brandon. Go ahead.
Forget the Avatar animatronic in Navi River Journey. Which the West?
Oh, hell yeah.
She's the OG.
The OG, yes.
She is the true OG of animatronics at Disney World.
That thing was amazing.
Come on. Who killed the Wicked Witch? When she goes like this, was it you?
It was always so perfectly timed, yeah.
Holy crap. Like, my mind was blown. Holy cow. She was just amazing.
I love when she asked, was it you? And the tour guides would always go like, it was him, it was her.
It was so
but we didn't even bring up the point. Like, Ride A and Ride B came together. That's how big this scene was. That I forgot about that part. Just amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, that's how it all join up again, wasn't it? So
that just shows the scale of that scene,
Yeah, that alone. I missed that.
It shows the scale of the ride itself. Like, it was a ginormous ride, really, wasn't it? If you think back to everything it covered, it was huge in that.
Yeah. And then final montage movie, inspired me as a filmmaker, as an editor, as I was a communications major in college and everything, and going in, transitioning from high school to college. That's around the time I went, and just that come on, that you see the Oscar montages. No, I'm holding a bottle cap. Seeing the Oscar montages.
Yes,
I love Oscar montages, but that was
the Oscars did a fantastic montage this year, which reminded me exactly of the Great Movie Ride. The Oscars this year did a thank you for 90 years of being of going to the movies.
I'm sure the guy who did the Oscar stuff did the Great Movie Ride has to be the same guy.
It reminded me exactly of that Great Movie Ride montage. Like obviously different clips and different music, but it was just as it kept you just as emotionally attached as you are, as you are to certain films or to certain things. So yeah,
I've never seen it. I'm gonna have to go back on YouTube and watch.
You never saw the original one, Mike? Wow.
No, the Oscar montage you're talking about.
The Oscar.
I haven't seen that, but I got to go back and watch it now. So
that's why I watched the Oscars. Go ahead, Brandon.
See, the video montage, the first one I love it much more than the other one.
So much better.
You roll up on the stars on the screen, and it goes right into it playing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, as much as I loved Robert Osborne, I mean, the original montage was good. Yeah. When they did the Turner Classic Movie thing, they started adding like weird stuff like Finding Nemo.
Shit you don't stuff you don't need. Sorry. Sorry, guys.
Rob, you're timed out.
Time me out, stuff you don't need. Sorry about that, Ben.
You're good. You're good, man.
I didn't want you to get all pissed at me, so
sorry, guys. It's the beer. It's the beer talking. But stuff you don't need. You're right, Ben. Like who needs Finding? I love Finding Nemo, but it didn't belong there. You're right.
Yeah, definitely not.
Tangled was in there too. I'm trying to think of. There was a lot of weird movies that didn't.
Like, Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yes.
Yeah. It just
didn't fit. Foreshadowing the takeover of all these
IPs. Yeah. I think that's what it was.
Much.
Star Wars.
They were throwing in
understand Star Wars easily.
Destroy the parks in the next couple of years.
Yeah. Star Wars was in there though, the original one. But like even you come this ride, you're in the thing. You go from that amazing scene and you hear that of the ride, it's just like and it comes into place. And the other one comes into place.
It's playing the music and you hear the door shut in the back.
Yeah. It was like kind of spooky. Like you come in real
this
quiet.
Dark room.
Yeah. And that's the second time the cars are together too, right? Both sets of cars are in that montage movie. Yeah. The timing was amazing. Like both things were the same. And the way they moved. And it was just rest in peace for 1 year. Great movie ride. It just
my God.
Just talking about it, just making me worked up here.
It gives me a weird feeling. Like I got a weird feeling in my stomach just thinking about the fact that was there. I went on it, and now it's gone.
Yeah.
I'm getting depressed.
Yeah, totally.
Who's playing it?
It's Adam. Yes. He's too jolly. Yes, there it is.
Gonna go copyright on this. The way they transition that music too, boom, boom, like
it's perfect.
The
perfect.
Is there a problem, officer?
You ain't hit nothing yet, and the way it goes. So
no matter how many times you've seen it, no matter how many times you've seen it, it still hits you in the feels, man. I mean, every time you see it, it's awesome.
I think my favorite bit though, I was trying to say it before, and that was when my phone crashed. Was the bit where it kicks into "Gone with the Wind" theme tune. Like that was the bit that always got me,
Yes.
You had and while Gone with the Wind was playing, you had that was the bit where Robin Williams would yell "Good morning, Vietnam."
Good morning, Vietnam.
And it was just that little bit of the montage always that was the bit that kind of it gave me goosebumps. My hairs would stand up in the back of my neck.
Star Wars theme too.
Even Star Wars, oh man, like the Millennium Falcon.
And then you got off that ride and you're like, all right, I'm ready to go make a movie now. Like,
who knew the Millennium Falcon scene, all that stuff? It was like it was that's what's coming, guys. Forget it. Don't look back.
I love when they're playing Gone with the Wind. You go, Stella.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then they doubled it. They showed him walking up the stairs. They doubled it. Like it was so.
That was my emotional feels moment, the Stella moment. I was like, oh, that's when it really, really hit me.
Yeah.
So, good stuff.
It just makes you want to go see those movies, like I said right in the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
So.
They should have had a gift shop at the end where they sold all the movies.
Man, yeah, absolutely, dude. Who are you telling? Missed opportunity right there.
That would have been perfect. Yeah.
You know what?
That would have been perfect.
You
think
already
about
know
it.
they're going to put in a gift shop for Runaway Railway.
There's no gift shop now. There's no gift shop now.
Build one. Are you kidding me? You will build one.
The copyright again.
This is the bit.
This is so great.
I'm bills now.
All right. Who the hell's cutting onions? Who's cutting onions in here?
Who's cutting onions?
Oh, that's good.
Somebody
That's
cutting onions.
Get bills now, man.
I think Jen's cutting onions.
Yeah.
For dinner.
That's old Hollywood. It's not like that anymore.
Good.
It's all Fortnite and emojis and memes. Forget it.
Fortnite
on the
emojis.
phone. Like I go to my son, I'm like, let's watch a movie. He's like, I could watch it on my phone anytime. What's the big deal? You know, like he doesn't get it. You know, it's just not like that. I'm gonna stack all my beers back here too. By the way,
those darn youth children of today.
Exactly. Damn YouTube.
Blame them for the closure of the great movie.
My brother's over there right now.
That's all their fault.
The other day, I asked him like, "Hey, do you want to go watch Indiana Jones in the theater?" No, I'm playing Fortnite.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, he was playing in the theater. Hell yeah.
No, in my theater room.
Oh, your theater room.
And I'm like, "Hey, do you want to go watch Indiana Jones?" He's like, "No, I'm playing Fortnite."
Sad.
So we'll go there. So August 13th, 2017. Great movie ride, like a double whammy. Come on, like I'll tell you what, guys,
9 days before I flew to Florida.
Just sad, Adam. It just sucks. But I actually, the original, Horizons, World of Motion, and I love Universe of Energy. I love that ride, and to get that double whammy on the same day.
I can't believe they did that the same day.
Yeah, it just sucked.
That's crazy.
But real quick though, how jealous of you. Did you guys ever see those pictures of they had like a private party and they had like tables set up?
I was so mad.
They had a walking tour.
Yeah, a walking tour. Well, first off, Universe of Energy we'll get to because they did on that too. But they had a walking tour and like a private party of the great movie ride, and they sat on the set. Yeah, they sat on the sets. Yeah. They walked through it, and then they had like dinner on the. Oh my God, they had dinner on the Wizard of Oz set. Come on.
Yeah.
Almost flew down to go.
Could you have bought that? Could you have gone to that, Ben?
What's that?
You could go to that? Like you could have bought a ticket to that? How much was that?
It was in the hundreds.
I was gonna say it's got to be at least a couple $100.
I would have paid a couple $100 for that.
I would have given my right nut.
Family friendly. Go ahead, Ben. What?
I would have given my left arm.
What, Ben?
Okay, so going over to the chat, just quickly.
Hold on a sec, Adam. I want Ben to finish his thought. What, Ben?
No,
okay, sorry, Adam.
I was just saying I almost flew down to go, and I should have.
Yeah.
I should.
Go ahead, Adam.
Not doing it.
Okay, so because Mike was getting a little bit emotional there, we could have blamed the beer, but Jen's giving him the get out of jail card by saying yes, she's making dinner. So So Mike, it was onions. Yes.
Yes. Okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I just needed Adam to confirm.
And let's have a look.
It was onions. So,
Captain Cron 27 has what would you have done?
Good.
Sorry, Captain Akron. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I should have worn my glasses. Yeah.
It's all right. I didn't know his name for like 5 years.
Yeah.
He's Akron 27. And he called them Captain. Go ahead, Adam. I'm sorry. Good.
What would you have done to update the Great Movie Ride if it stayed?
That Captain Akron, that is a great question. I'm going to start with Mike. Go ahead, Mike. What would you have updated?
Oh, man.
The little munchkin in the green shirt.
What he said.
You just hear him?
Yeah. Mike, what would you have updated?
Man, that's tough.
Who said little
I would say
green shirt?
Shush.
maybe update not all, but maybe a couple of the movie scenes. Maybe a couple of the movies. That's it. I mean, yeah, just update maybe a couple of the movies. That's it.
Okay. Adam, what would you have updated?
Absolutely nothing.
Really? Nothing?
Absolutely nothing, because it was perfect as it was. It captured some of the original movies, like the older movies. It captured the movies as they kind of evolved. I don't think it needed updating. It was a ride about the movies at the movie studios. It captured everything it needed to capture, and clearly the way we're all talking about it and the way people remember it, it did its job. Perfect.
How cool would
You're
it
right.
have been if you would have seen like a Forrest Gump scene, like riding through and seeing Forrest Gump sitting on the bench, like
that might have been cool to see. That might have been cool to
see.
see, but I don't know. I just think for the scenes it had, even though there was a couple of animatronics that were a little bit dodgy,
right.
Overall, it still did everything it set out to do, and it won us all over. Like Ben was saying at the start of the stream, it was a park that was built around a ride, and that ride was epic. That's why the park was built around it. It did everything it set out to do. It was, as Rob was describing the Oscars montages and what he likes about it, it was the animatronic version of that Oscars montage. It was, you rode it for, however long it took, 15, 20 minutes. It was just a journey from start to end that when you came off, you're like, I love the movies. So, yeah, I would have changed nothing.
Yeah, Ben, what do you feel? Would you say by or?
Well, what Adam was saying is spot on. It did its job. You're right. The way we're talking about it, it clearly made us all feel something. And I wouldn't change a thing. But if someone was like, hey, you either got to change a couple scenes or close the ride.
Exactly.
I would say get rid of I can't even say it. Busby, Berkeley, whatever. I cannot.
Right.
Get rid of Footlight Parade. Get rid of Tarzan and Fantasia. And you could probably start off the ride with maybe like an animatronic Walt. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Something or something like that. Put him in where the Footlight Parade is, or just put another musical from that era.
Instead of the Hall of Presidents, the Hall of Directors.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's kind of cool.
There is no animatronic Walt. That's a great idea, Ben. That would have been perfect for that.
I mean, I would like to see an animatronic Walt, but at the same time, I wouldn't like to see an animatronic Walt. It's like such a catch-22 situation because like it would be so cool, but at the same time, it'd be like, I feel like that's kind of weird. Like that's definitely not. Like I know that it would be a just very strange thing, but you could replace Tarzan with anything really. I mean, they'd probably replace it with Avengers, but I mean, you could really put anything in there. I think Forrest Gump sitting on the bench, just like talking to no one.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or almost talking to the people in the cart. Like, life is like a box of chocolate. And, like, you just say, like, the classic Forrest Gump line.
Right.
And then the Fantasia scene was all right. But, I mean, when it comes down to it, it was a screen that played the Fantasia. So you could knock down that whole wall and put something in that little circular area right there. And it could be anything. I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
What's weird?
Obviously not Star Wars because we have Star Tour. But, I don't know, man. You could put anything in there, really.
What's weird? Like, whenever I saw the Fantasia scene, that always had me excited to go see Fantasmic later that night.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Me too.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know, just exactly what you guys said. I know they're limited to what licensing and stuff like that, all that, corporate BS. So it's tough, and that's probably what the downfall of that ride was the licensing and the whatever, it's just unfortunately what happened.
Throwing it Back to the Future, kind of happy.
Yeah, that's Universal, never happening. Exactly. But Brad, would you change anything too? That was a good question.
See, like Ben said, I wouldn't change a single thing, but if I was forced to change something, I think I'd like over time I'd upgrade the animatronics, keep things modern with that. But other than that, everything else is it's perfection.
Yeah.
Just the entire ride is just over the top greatness. That's my favorite ride ever, and that's what that ride, like, that's what still makes Hollywood Studios my favorite park, is because
Yep.
the magic
Cheers
of
to the great
making.
movie ride, guys. Cheers, everyone. Cheers.
And I'm not a liquid, so
We miss you. I'm back to water.
You
so
can pretend.
Cheers. You can pretend. Cheers, man. I dropped some water, one for my homies. You know, one of those.
Pour one out from the homies. Yeah.
That park was
you guys are still early. It's like it's nearly 1 a.m. for me, and I'm still ready.
Sorry, yeah.
And I'm not getting up at 6:30, but I'm still drinking. It's fine.
8 o'clock.
Yeah, he's in the UK. Adam, by the way, I like your pub set. Thank you so much for
That's awesome.
for stepping up and doing. That's awesome.
Welcome to the pub.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right,
you can do it. You can do it. As said, he'd rather have Great Movie Ride than Toy Story Boy Land. I think he means Toy Story Land.
See, Scott is Ben's friend, and he's messing with Ben. So.
It's Toy Story. It's just covered in soy because it sucks.
Awesome. All right, guys. So, this is a beautiful stream. We're about 90 minutes in. Let's do some closing words here, guys. What do you think? So let's, Adam. What did it? Just talk to me.
well, I know Mike wanted to, sort of discuss what are our thoughts about the ride that's going to replace it.
Right. I was going to joke around and say I would replace it with Mickey Mouse and the new. I was going to joke around, but I don't want to joke around.
Don't support the cause.
Exactly. Go ahead, Adam.
Do you know when Disney announced that they were going to do this Mickey Mouse's what's it even called? The Runaway
Railway. It's hard to say one time. Like try and say it 5 times fast.
So when they announced that they were going to do this Mickey Mouse ride, this Runaway Railway or whatever, I applauded them because I thought, do you know what? If you look at all the attractions at Disney World, and I'm talking about across all the parks, if you look at all the attractions at Disney World, there isn't a Mickey Mouse themed ride. The only thing, I've been going through the attraction bracket, for a series of videos that I'm going to put out, and I can't think of a Mickey Mouse themed ride, and where better to have one than at Disney World. But if you were going to do one anywhere, you'd do it at the Magic Kingdom, surely.
Right.
And the one thing they should never have done is taken away a ride about the movies in a theme park about the movies. That it made zero sense.
Like this guy.
So while I applaud Disney for finally doing a ride for Mickey Mouse for the kids, because that's what Disney should be about, is like, especially, obviously it's for everyone, but for the kids that turn up, they want to go and see Mickey Mouse, and why not have a ride for that? But they took away the wrong ride to put it in.
Right.
The Mickey Mini Runaway Railway should be at the Magic Kingdom somewhere, and with I don't know how true it is, but I heard that Disney kind of were doing their studio park. That was when Disney and Universal started to get kind of tense with each other, because Universal took it as they're trying to compete with us scenario. Universal, all of their rides are movie themed, and Disney should do the same with Hollywood Studios or with MGM or whatever they're going to call it. It should be about film. It should be about movies. And the Great Movie Ride was the thing that embodied that. And like you say, the backlot tour as well. And they've taken away both of those things and instead replaced it with something that shouldn't be in that park.
Absolutely.
So, while I'm looking forward to seeing what the ride turns out like, just disappointed in the location, because they should have something far better in that location, and that was already there.
You're absolutely right. That was it's the wrong place to put it. That ride, I was thinking about this. It would have fit perfectly in Toontown.
Yeah.
Where?
Yes.
Toontown, yes.
Place to put it. Transporting you to the
perfectly
park world Mickey Mouse. Would have been great.
Get rid of Winnie the Pooh. Get rid of Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
That's true too. Winnie the Pooh's kind of going. I don't know. Maybe Christopher Robin will revive Winnie the Pooh craze, but Winnie the Pooh's kind of dead now. I mean, I hate to say it.
They always try to re-kick everything.
You know what? All right. The
Ben,
Mickey ride,
go ahead. I'm giving you the floor. Go for it, buddy.
The Mickey ride sort of fits in Hollywood Studios, and I think it could have fit if they had the animation building still, and they literally have a section of the park called Animation Courtyard.
Yes.
Okay? But let's just say that. Let's just put that out there for a second. There's a section of the park called Animation Courtyard, yet you're replacing the Great Movie Ride. And they have that useless theater out behind Rock and Roller Coaster. There's so many places they could have put it in the park. They could have put it in the animation section. They could have put it off of Hollywood Boulevard. They have that whole back area around Hollywood Boulevard, or not Sunset Boulevard, where they could have put it. They could have put it off an offshoot of that street somewhere. There's plenty of room over there where they could have put it. They did not need to get rid of the centerpiece of the park to put it in there.
That's the thing. They didn't want to pay for their licensing anymore.
That's exactly.
Yeah, it comes down to that. Yep.
Exactly it. Yet, well, I think
even then they could have amended it for Disney-based movies. You know, Disney Studios have released enough movies that we could have rethemed the entire ride. It would have been a shame, but they could have done it for Disney-based movies and kept it as a movie-themed ride. You know,
I don't think they had to pay for the movie licenses. I think once they got them, they got them. I think they were good. You know, once they built the park and built the attraction, I think they were like kind of like good for life kind of thing. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. I think the whole licensing thing was licensing with Turner Classic Movies.
Yeah.
And it was an expensive attraction to run. Think about it. Think about the
staffing.
Basically buses that had to bus people through there. And, you know, the pyrotechnics and the props and the guns shooting off and the, you know, 20 animatronics they had. It was expensive. And they did need a sponsor, but they pretty much chose to kill the ride instead of keep it going. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But like I was saying, there's plenty of other places they could have put it. They did not need to get rid of the Great Movie Ride. They should have kept it as a movie-based thing. What should have happened is when Toy Story Land opened up, they should have closed the movie ride to go down for a refurb and an update. They shouldn't have closed it down, you know, a year prior to Toy Story Land opening. They should have left it open, let it be as it is. You know, I get that they don't, you know, want to keep it up because it is expensive.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Dan, hold on a sec. We're just finished up here. Hold on.
They should have kept it open until Toy Story Land and then closed it for an extensive refurb and update. That's what should have happened.
Right.
And built the Mickey ride somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure it would have been cool if it fit somewhere. It doesn't fit in the Chinese theater. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Hey, Jen.
By saying hi.
Brandon, final thoughts?
Earpiece.
Wait,
Jen's joining for a minute.
Wait, what were you asking, Rob?
She's got a beer, so she's good.
Hold on a second, Mike. Final thoughts,
guys.
Final thoughts, Mike. We'll get back to you, Brandon.
Yeah, so I agree with what you guys are saying. I don't think it belongs in Hollywood Studios. I think it's better fit for Magic Kingdom. Toontown, Brandon, like you were saying, would have been a perfect fit. But to completely gut the Great Movie Ride and replace it with a Mickey themed ride, which I think that was kind of the appeal they were going for, is they wanted to appeal to everybody saying, hey, there's never been a Mickey themed ride, so everybody's going to buy off on it. And everybody's just going to completely forget about the Great Movie Ride because, hey, Mickey Mouse is in this ride. Now, I commend them for doing that. But at the same time, like a big issue I had is that the animation that they're using inside this ride. It's not the classic Mickey that we're used to. It's the new age, creepy looking Mickey Mouse, Goofy, Donald crap that's on the Disney Channel. It's
not even Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Yeah.
It's
like
not even Mickey Mouse
so
Clubhouse.
bad.
No, it's
It's
I
like
don't
the
know.
Ren and Stimpy version.
Yeah, it's like Ren and
Right.
Stimpy.
Yeah,
Ren and
it's
Stimpy.
Ren-
Exactly, Jen.
Yeah, exactly.
Ren and Stimpy.
And to me, I'm like, you guys aren't really doing yourselves justice.
They're not doing Mickey justice.
No, they're not.
If you're gonna gut the Great Movie Ride and you're gonna put a Mickey based attraction inside that show building, at least do it right with the animation.
Putting a Mickey we all know and love.
Exactly.
Make a great Mickey ride.
Right. Exactly. And for me, I think that was a bit of a miss because you're using the new age animation for the new age crowd, so to speak. And I don't know if it's going to work right offhand. I don't know if it's going to appeal to as many people as they think it's going to appeal to.
You know it's going to work because it's because Disney fans that go time and time again clamor for something new. They always do. They always
exactly.
As soon as something new happens, there's always ridiculous queues and they kind of,
right. That's a great point. Yeah, I mean, in terms of what Adam said, it's going to work. Yeah, but
that new Mickey's not going to last long.
In terms of breaking it down,
that ride's going to be dated because that Mickey cartoons, they're going to be gone. And people are going to be like, why does Mickey look like a crackhead in this ride?
To be fair, my kids love him. My kids love those Disney cartoons. The first season wasn't bad. The seasons 2 through 8 or whatever are just freaky. Like, you're right. They're Ren and Stimpy,
it's a tad bit
Mickey
Ren and Stimpy. Disney
exactly.
No, yeah, Goofy looks like Goofy in the show looks like he has a hangover.
He's recovering or something. I don't know. He's horrible.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that was a great point. Yeah.
Bloodshot eyes and everything. Yeah,
every time.
You look bloodshot eyes.
But
Goofy's going to look like I'm going to look in the morning. That's what Goofy's look like.
Yeah.
Probably me as well. Yeah.
Episode after Pub Talk. That's how Goofy looks.
And they're advertising it as this revolutionary 2.5D technology, which you don't require. They don't require you to wear glasses. It's you go in, it's like 2.5D, and it pops out at you, and it's like some type of revolutionary technology that they're advertising this as. And maybe it's going to work. Maybe it won't. I don't know. We won't know until we ride it. But I'm all about. At the same time, I'm all about like, different things coming in and experiencing different things, and Disney kind of evolving with the times. But again, at the same time, I just don't know if this is an exact fit or exactly what they're going for. Like, I don't know if it's going to really be as popular as they think it's going to be.
They're almost... Captain Akron says they're going to use every single bit of state-of-the-art technology to blow people away. Wait and see. I agree. They are. They're obviously not going to do something redundant and old school. They will do something updated and new and exciting, to keep people interested. But the fact remains, they could have done this in a much more suitable location for it.
Anyway,
absolutely, yeah.
As Ben says, and I say, don't mess with our childhood, period.
Yes.
You can't touch the classics, man.
Don't mess with our childhood.
Like,
exactly.
Earth, great movie ride. Pirates of the Caribbean, they're untouchable, and then now they're just messing with them.
Yeah, I agree with Adam totally. It just I welcome the Mickey ride. My kids love them. Like I said, I look at it from a parent standpoint. Yeah, but don't close my favorite ride. Don't do that. That was the nail in the coffin.
It was like a slap in the face. Like, let's close the great movie ride, but replace it with this terrible idea and just something that doesn't fit. And this terrible animation. It just. I want to know who's at the top. Who signed the paper on this? Like, are we on something?
Bob Iger.
Yeah, Brandon. Any closing words, Brandon?
Yeah, but
I want to get to Dan if we can. It's backwards, but how dare you, Disney? That's what Brandon's saying. I got it a couple times. It's backwards, but yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Oh, is it backwards for you guys?
Yeah, it's all right.
On my camera, I specifically wrote it backwards for it to show up correctly.
It's backwards. Right? It's front forward. It's front facing. Good. I'm going to tune into my buddy Dan here while he's there because he's live from the studio, so he's got Hollywood Terror there. But go ahead, Brandon. You can talk. Here you go. How dare you, Disney? Nice. Go ahead. Closing words there, Brandon.
I'm just saying, like all of you guys said, there's better places to put the ride, and I fully agree. There's better places to put this ride. I don't know what they were thinking, taking out great movie ride. Oh, I'm getting pissed off here. A ride where we all loved, and my childhood revolved around that ride.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
That ride got me into loving movies so much. Got me into which I want to be is a filmmaker now.
Yeah,
it's just great.
Rest in peace, great movie ride. I miss
Moment
it.
of
I really
silence.
do.
Moment of silence, guys.
Yes, moment of silence. I'll drop the cap for I love that we have a moment of silence and drinking a beer.
Lisa Post made a good point. Lisa Post said, you know, what Disney have done is probably to hook the younger kids. So this new ride is going to be their childhood memories.
Good point,
them
Lisa.
going back.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's a good
Right,
point.
but
you
it's
know.
going to be a short. It's going to be a small span of kids that watch those terrible cartoons.
Yeah, that, and it's just another stupid screen ride.
Yeah, they're not
another screen ride. Exactly,
That's what it is. Yeah,
If you
another
want a
screen ride.
you go to Universal.
Exactly.
Yeah,
another screen ride.
Disney's backpedaling. They were ahead of Universal, but now they're backpedaling and like, oh, if Universal can get away with doing cheap shit, why don't we do it too? Like,
beep.
Like,
At least I cursed before he did, so it is pub talk. So
yeah, it is pub talk.
You always hear the odd drop of profanity in the pub, so it's fine.
We just need to have like an 18 and up like viewer discretion advised.
Yeah, we should put a warning in the beginning. So
yeah. Future pub talks,
Well, I think we're good. I think we covered everything, man.
Yeah.
So are we bringing Dan back in?
I don't know. Dan, are you here?
Dan's muted.
I muted him because he was talking, but he's by Tower of Terror.
He's on Hollywood Boulevard.
That's a great shot he has.
Yeah,
right there. Love
yeah,
that
we
shot.
can hear you now. Hey, Dan, what's going on?
Hey, what's up?
We're just closing up. We're just feeling, we're talking about, if you want to have some final thoughts about what you thought of the Great Movie Ride and what you think of, the new Mickey ride. We're bumming here. We missed the Great Movie Ride. So,
I mean, probably everything what I'm going to say you probably said. I think just in terms of just my experience, the Great Movie Ride, something that I just love movies. I love everything about the Great Movie Ride. Every single film I've seen, wanted just to watch those films that were featured in the Great Movie Ride. Films like Public Enemies, films like Alien, Wizard of Oz, just all these great movies. And it was just a great showcase of those films, even though they weren't so much Disney. They weren't owned by Disney.
Right.
And it was just an amazing ride, and I really miss it a lot.
Yeah. How's it feel to be there and not be able to go on it? Like,
oh, it's tearing me apart. I wish I could go on the Great Movie Ride right now. But just seeing everything and what's going on inside, and seeing all the artwork. But they have the banners outside of Mickey's Runaway Railway.
Yeah.
They still have some stuff with like Mary Poppins features in the windows.
right,
But it's just it's a ride that I grew up with. So it kills me that I can't do it.
yeah, that's exactly what we said during the stream. So
We were saying, Dan, that they could have put this ride somewhere else, within Disney World, and probably not in this park. That's probably. I think that's the general consensus is, we welcoming the new ride and the new technology and everything, but it could have been done somewhere else, and they could have saved Great Movie Ride in the process.
they made a big mistake.
yeah.
Yes, they did.
Big mistake.
Hey, Dan, are you gonna watch Fantastic tonight?
So
Oh, we're losing him. So I think he just said he is going to see Phantasmic. So.
All right.
8:15. So
I think we're all depressed now. I think it's all time to go to the actual.
Yeah, I know. On that note, Ben and I have been talking on the actual. We did it tonight because scheduling and everything. We all could do it tonight. So the anniversary of the closing is Monday. Ben and I were talking. We're going to try to do another stream on Monday. We want to analyze the ride, like scene by. You still want to do this, Ben? What do you think?
Yeah,
Can we cover
yeah,
it?
I'm down. I mean, if you want to go.
Yeah, so I think we're going to do it here. I'm pretty sure we're going to do it on RobFuz. So I think Monday 2:00. If you guys want to join us, I'll be promoting that too.
Where it goes.
Me and Ben, we're gonna go scene by scene, talk about the ride. He's gonna give some more inside tips and everything because I know he has a lot of them. So, and
is that 2:00 on Monday?
2:00 Eastern time. Yeah,
7:00 your time, Adam.
7:00.
Yeah. I'm good. I'm good for that.
Okay. Yeah. So that's it. Thank you guys so much. I got my beer stacked up in the back for pub talk. I thought the first pub talk was pretty awesome.
Rob's 3 beers in.
My 3 beers. That's about my limit. So I got to pee so bad now. You guys got the pee break. I didn't get the pee break because I have to sit here. So. Let's go through everyone. Adam, thank you so much, buddy. Awesome as always, buddy. Thank you so much for coming up with Pub Talk. I really like it. And we don't have a set schedule. We talked about this because our schedules are crazy, and of course we have a lot of East Coasters here. But Adam is from the UK, and we're gonna bring some guests in, and so we're gonna be randomly doing it, coming up with topics and everything.
Yeah, and people in the chat as well. Yeah, if people in the chat want to give us ideas of what they want to just, because guests are always welcome in the pub. The pub is open to anyone, so so if you want to come to the pub, there's only one rule in the pub: you drink and you talk. That's it.
Adam, go ahead, plug your site, plug everything. Go ahead, go through everything.
Okay, so welcome to Adam's. That's it. If you haven't checked me out, please do. It would be appreciated. I'm trying to get more and more content up. But not just me. The reason I do my channel is because of my little girl. She wanted to be a YouTuber first, so that was the reason I actually started being a YouTuber, was because I've always been quite a creative person doing music and acting and film and stuff. So I wanted to encourage her creativity and kind of, she was a bit shy at first, so I thought I'd, do something where she could kind of maybe follow my footsteps and hopefully do well for herself. So Ebony's little channel, that's my little girl. Go and check her channel out. Give her a bit of support. Give her a bit of love. And yeah, please also check mine out. We're having a lot of fun doing our content together. We'll keep tuned for the next couple of weeks, because you'll be seeing some stuff from Disneyland Paris coming up as well. And some stuff.
You're going to be streaming for Resort TV 1 too, right?
This is true. This is correct. Yes. Yeah, we're doing a Resort TV 1 live stream on Saturday, the 25th of August. So,
that's awesome.
Cane Hill.
And Cane Hill is movie too. He's worked on.
Cane Hill is a UK British independent horror film that I worked on in 2016. So we shot that in 2016 and parts of it in 2017 as well. Released in the UK 2017, and now it's getting its US release as well, which was due to be this week, although I think there's been a slight delay. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I need to find out what the crack is with that with our distributors. So I'm hopefully catching up with them when I'm in LA next month anyway. So, but yeah, it's coming out. I haven't got the links to hand at the moment. I'm hopeful. Rob,
I'll put them in the description afterwards. I forgot.
Thank you, Rob. Yeah, that's
they're on Best Buy. You can buy his movie. So
yeah, Cane Hill. You can buy it in the UK or in the US on DVD, and order it and get it shipped to you.
Look, it's fantastic.
I'm gonna go to Disney Dan. So Dan, unmute me here, Dan. So so if you had to go too. Thanks, Adam, for your plugs and everything. Dan, you there, buddy?
Thank you.
He's walking still.
Dan.
Yeah, he's walking.
His channel's Disney Dan. Definitely check him out. He's at Fantasmic. Mr. Ben Lawrence, my man. I'm going to post your link here. Go for it, Ben. What about your channel? Tell us about you.
Is that what we're doing? Plugging channels?
Yeah, of course. Always plug. Come on. Who taught me always plug? Come on, you.
Yeah, I make videos like every week. We do exploring stuff. I started out doing Disney videos, but I don't live in Orlando. So
you did though. You did live in Orlando.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Got it.
I haven't done theme park videos in a little bit, but there's going to be some more starting soon. So definitely some more theme park videos starting in the future. I like to do them differently. I do secrets and history and get into the really cool stuff, the different side, the side that not a lot of people show. So I do theme parks differently, and I do like exploring abandoned places and just different stuff every week. YouTube.com/Ben Lawrence. I'm sure Rob linked it down below.
I just threw the link down there in the
Ben
chat.
does it better than Bright Sun Films.
What's that?
Ben does it better than Bright Sun Films.
He does.
We'll definitely check out Ben's channel. I've been a fan of his for, I think we're talking a couple of years now, 2 years or so.
Yeah, I'm saying it. I'm always saying it. I'm the OG. I am the one who started doing Disney secrets back in the day. So everyone else copied my secrets.
Yeah.
And I'm Ben's one.
Now you have all these people like Defunctland and all these other.
Oh yeah.
Defunctland, TPM Vids.
Oh.
And then Ben goes live every Monday, and I mentioned we're doing a great movie ride stream. He's like, I got to be in it. I got to do it. So thank you so much for coming.
Movie ride stream on there, man.
It was awesome.
I invited myself to this stream, but I had to come.
So thank you so much for coming, Ben. I appreciate it.
I got to head out now, so do I just...
All right. You can go. I could eject you. Thank you so much, Ben, for coming. I appreciate it. I'm going to eject you.
I had a lot of fun
Ben,
tonight.
thank you, mate.
Thank you,
See
Ben.
you guys later.
See you, Ben.
Take care, man.
Catch you later, dude.
I'm gonna eject them out of here. Boom.
See you, Ben.
Ejected. Boom. I go to Brandon next. Brandon.
Oh no, don't eject me. No.
I'm gonna post your links right there in the chat there. So that's his.
Yeah, I got the 2 Twitter links, and then I have my YouTube channel that I never upload on. But if you want to subscribe, feel free.
Yes. Okay. Mike, Dan, you there yet? Dan, come in, Dan.
He's in and out. Yeah.
Mike, go for it. Our theme life.
Yeah, so we're Our Theme Life, youtube.com/Our Theme Life. We do everything theme parks. Well, we're trying to branch out. Our forte, I guess you could say, is Disney and Universal, but we're really going to start branching out into more theme parks across the country and hopefully internationally. So yeah, youtube.com/Our Theme Life. We're also on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Our Theme Life. So pretty easy to find us there. So yeah, guys, if you like what we do and you support us, yeah, thanks Rob, appreciate it, man. And yeah, just feel free to subscribe and share us out and all that good stuff. So yeah, Our Theme Life, YouTube, that's our main hub. We have a podcast coming out in the coming weeks. It has been delayed a little bit due to some technical difficulties. Yes, life in general,
which is understandable.
Yeah, exactly. So we just want to make sure we're getting it right, and we want to put it out there in the right way. So yeah, look out for that coming soon. So
totally
yeah,
respect that.
Yeah, absolutely. So there you go. Thanks for letting me plug.
No problem, man. I can't wait. I'm excited about your podcast. I can't wait. So
thank you.
Wait for that podcast.
Thank you so much, Adam. Thank you so much, Rob. Appreciate it, man. It's going to be good. We want to make it entertaining, and hopefully people enjoy listening to it, and hopefully they enjoy watching it on YouTube. So yeah, it should be good.
It's going to be fun. I can't wait.
Yeah.
And we got
wait, what?
Go ahead, Brandon.
So I was going to go see that movie. I was going to go to the movies tonight, but there's nothing good out.
You don't want to go see Christopher Robin? Come on.
Oh yeah, I heard that was good.
I'm waiting to go see it this weekend. I mean, I'm not going to go by myself to go see that.
I'm joking. Like, hopefully you see Disney Dan. Are you there? Hello. Here's Dan's channel. He's been in Disney World. All right, cool. Dan, go for it. Let's get some plugs in here, buddy. I got to go pee. Come on.
A couple of plugs. Just check out my channel. I've got Disney Fiasco coming up, 7 p.m. standard time. This weekend it will be on Mickey's Magic's channel, my partner channel, and then it'll be back on my channel, so no 14. Just want to say thank you so much for my limited time.
All right, pal.
I'm sorry I couldn't be here the whole time, but I brought a little bit of live great movie ride building and architecture to you guys this evening. It's very loud here at Fantasmic, but I just wanted to drop by and say thank you so much, Rob, for awesome, and everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for saying hi and me in the room today.
Yeah, congratulations on Dan. Just hit 500 subscribers on his YouTube channel.
So. Awesome, congrats, Dan. That's awesome. So awesome, man.
Thanks, guys. Dan. Really appreciate it.
Kicked ass with all the live streamers this week. That was awesome. Thank you so much, Dan. I appreciate it.
Well, so I'm gonna head out, guys.
All right, buddy. Thank you. You're gonna stream. Everyone, check out Disney Dan. I just did his link. I think he's gonna do a live stream of Fantasmic, right, bud?
Yeah, only if it doesn't copyright my video.
Yeah, it probably will. So I did for me. So. All right, Dan. Thank you so much.
Right,
thanks for checking in.
Thanks,
pal.
See you, bud.
That was cool. You know, he came in the beginning. It was cool seeing. I ejected him too. It was cool seeing. You know, the great movie ride. The outside of it. You know, it was cool. So of course me. Yeah. What?
Then there were 4.
And therefore, yeah, I ejected them. So Mike's coughing. So. Of course, my channel, RobFuz, you're on it right now. Please, it's all right, Mike. I'm just teasing. Please hit the like button if you guys didn't hit the like button yet. A little low on likes, so
we're on 19 likes. Can we get to number 20? Can we get to number 20?
I appreciate it. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I just posted a bunch of cool stuff when I went to Tokyo Disneyland. I just found it. I found these mini tapes. I'm just converting them all over now, and I just found that stuff, so it's cool footage. I'll be doing Tokyo Disney Seas next week. So, and then I'm going to be posting on Monday. I'll be posting the Great Movie Ride and The Universe of Energy. I found my last 2 visits to go see that. And me and Ben are going to be 2 o'clock Eastern time. We're going to be analyzing the Great Movie Ride. And of course, Frankie Friday, we're doing. Adam's doing it with his daughter. And I asked permission for Adam. He said I could do it. Thank you, Adam. And not that I need permission, but I wanted to make sure he was all right with it. We're doing
No. Do you know what? I honestly, I appreciated you asking. Like, even though it's not my thing, it's not my thing. You know, the bracket came from like. In fact, Brandon was the one that shared it with me.
Right.
But it came from Disney Dan, not the Disney Dan that we just had in the chat, but a different Disney Dan.
Yeah, but me and Frankie Friday, we're doing the Disney ride bracket. Adam's working on it. He's going to be releasing it soon, and I'm just doing a quick little live stream on it. So go ahead, Adam.
You're doing a live stream on it, aren't you? And I'm doing a series of videos that I've got. Like the first 2 videos are completed. The third one is in its works at the moment, but it's going to be like a 6-part. So I'm not releasing it until it's all kind of done, and then it'll get released over like a couple of weeks or something like that. But yeah, so
cool.
Yours is going to be a slightly different format, I think.
Yeah, it should be awesome. Fun. Tomorrow, Frankie Friday, we'd go 2 o'clock p.m. live. We have the couple of errands to do, but we'll be here 2 o'clock tomorrow, Frankie Friday and RobFuz. And definitely check out Drop That Rope. It's a little thing in progress. I try to support all these channels and all my friends and everything. Definitely check out Drop That Rope. I got to go pee. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Brandon.
I got to pee.
It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, Mike. Thank you to Ben Lawrence
and you.
Disney Dan. What, Brandon? What were you saying? I got to pee.
Are we doing after stream chat?
We can. Yep. Thank you guys so much. Rest in peace.
Thank you, everyone.
Movie Ride.
Thank you, everyone in the chat for joining in. We got to 22 likes in the end, so we got past 20. So
guys.
Awesome,
guys. Great movie ride. Never forgive, never forget.
Yes,
that's it.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Rob.
Pop Talk is coming soon. We don't know the next topic. We don't know what we're going to do, but we'll be back though. So
stay tuned.
Yes.
The rule with Pub Talk is if anyone wants to be involved, just get in touch and say what you want to talk about, and as long as you're going to have a beer with us and talk with us about it, then let's do it.
That's it.
Thanks, guys. We're out of here.